Hello everyone, welcome to my channel C Patel Metallurgy. We are going to discuss GATE 2016 questions of extractive metallurgy. We'll proceed with 1 mark question, then we'll solve 2 marks question also. So let us proceed. The first question is, during the roasting of a sulfide ore of a metal M, the possible solid phases are M, MS, MO and MSO4. Assuming that both SO2 and O2 are always present. Here it has said like SO2 and O2 are always present in the roaster. The solid phases that can coexist at thermodynamic equilibrium are. Okay, so we have a sulfide ore of M, suppose let it be MS, and we are supplying O2 during the roasting, right? And we also have the presence of SO2, right? So, assuming that both SO2 and O2 are always present in the roaster. So whenever this reduction will take place, so basically this will form, MS will get oxidized, it will form MO and some sulfur will form SO2. This reaction may take place something like this. Okay, if suppose there is so much of oxygen that it will completely reduce, basically it will completely reduce this sulfur, so that all sulfurs will get transformed to SO2 and metal will be left as M. It can also be there, right? But since in the question it is given that SO2 and O2 both are always present, so this M will either react with oxygen or it can react with SO2. So this metal M will not be in a very stable position because of continuous presence of O2 and SO2. So here the correct option will be the phases which may be stable are MS, MO and MSO4, but not A, B or D, right? So why? Because all the options A, B, D contain M and M is not the stable phase over here. So the correct answer should be C. Next question. Match the entities in column 1 with the corresponding processes in column 2. We see at column 1, P xanthate salts, Q thiobacillus ferrooxidants, C R hydrocyclone as anode effect. So xanthate salts, we know this is a salt which is used during the flotation process, right? So this xanthate salt is used as collector, right? This is used as collector. It gets over the mineral surface and gets attached to the bubble and rises with the bubble. Okay. Next is thiobacillus ferrooxidants. The thiobacillus ferrooxidants are nothing but bacteria. These are the name of the bacteria which helps in bacterial leaching. Right? It helps to, do the leaching process. Some naturally leaching process are also there, and this leaching takes place through one of these bacteria whose name is thiobacillus ferrooxidans. Then R is hydrocyclone. So hydrocyclone is used for classification process. We know hydrocyclone, something, if you see the schematic, so it is somewhat like this. There is movement of air such that it contains some finer particles with it and helps to do the classification process. Next is the anode effect. So anode effect, we know it is seen in the aluminum extraction process. So what happens, suppose this is the pot and here we have called as the anode, like suppose. So this is made up of carbon block. So what happens with time, there is deposition of the residue of this carbon is also there, and also there is formation of CO2 over here. This carbon will react and form CO2, and this CO2 basically increases the overall pot voltage. So this is called as anode effect, right? So the correct option is P matches with 2, P matches with 2, Q matches with 4, R matches with 3, and S matches with 1. So option B will be your correct answer, right? Next question. A sub-lance is used to monitor composition and temperature in. So it is talking about a sub-lance, means a type of lance is used. So it is used in basic oxygen furnace. Like we know, in the basic oxygen furnace, it is nothing but called as converter. Right? We put a lance over there. This is the main lance through which we purge oxygen, right? But there is also a sub lance which is inside of this, or there is arrangement such that it is inside this hot metal, and this gives the temperature and composition. Okay. Now next question. The chemical formula of Wüstite is. Wüstite, if you see regularly, you have seen it is FeO, but the correct formula is Fe1 minus XO. That means iron and oxygen are not in perfect ratio. It may be like Fe 0.97 or 0.03. So something like this. Okay. O let it be O, Fe 0.97 O, like this. These are some of the examples, but ideally it is in some kind of ratio. So correct option will be option D. Right? Next question. Next we are going to discuss 2 marks question. The first question is, direct reduced iron DRI produced from a gas based process contains iron, FeO, carbon and remaining being gangue. Okay. The chemical composition of DRI is total Fe is equal to 92 weight% and metallic Fe is 84%. The weight percent of FeO in DRI is. Okay. So here it is given DRI contains Fe, FeO, carbon and plus gangue, right? So here it is given that total Fe is equal to 92 weight%. So this total Fe will come from this pure form of Fe, and one more, it will come from FeO, right? Okay. And here it is also given the metallic Fe. So metallic Fe. So metallic will be the presence of this pure form of iron, that is just iron over there. This is metallic Fe. So it is given as 84 weight%. Like suppose, so let us suppose here that this DRI is of 100 kg, right? So total Fe equal to metallic Fe plus Fe from FeO. So this will be the mass balance. So total Fe is how much? 92 weight percent. So 92 by 100 into 100. Metallic Fe is 84 weight percent. 84 by 100 into 100. And Fe from FeO. So FeO, we don't know how much it is. Okay. So what will be the composition of Fe in FeO? So if you take the ratio, the molar ratio, that means Fe 56. So 56 plus 16 into X, right? So X let be the amount of FeO. So this implies, if you do the calculation, 94 minus 84, that means 8, equal to 56 by X equal to 8 into 72 by 56 equal to, if you calculate this, it is 10.28 kg, right? So what will be the weight percent? So weight percent FeO will be 10.28 divided by total weight, that is 100 into 100. Right? So this will be 10.28 weight percent. Okay guys. So this is what it has been asked. Okay, next question. Mold heat flux Qm for billet caster is expressed in SI unit as a function of distance below the meniscus. Okay. If mold length Lm is 0.8 meter and casting speed UC is 0.2 meter per second, the average mold flux in megawatt per meter square is. Okay. So here directly we have been given a equation, that is Qm equal to 2.67 minus 0.33 root over Z by UC. This complete into 10 power 6, right? Okay. So it is asking about the average mold flux. Okay. So it is asking about the average mold flux. So whenever we will do the average calculation, then we will integrate it with the variable. So Qm dz by total z. So Q average, this will give you Q average, right? So we'll do the integration. So 2.67 minus 0.33 root over z by UC 10 power 6 by z, right? So we'll have to use simple this formula. So 10 power 6, it will be outside 2.67 into z minus 0.33 root under UC, and here z to power 1 by 2. So if you integrate it, z power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1, right? and Z will vary from 0 to 0 to, it will vary from 0 to 0.8, right? Because the total mold length is 0.8, right? So suppose this is the mold where casting is taking place. So this is the upper level of liquid metal. So the mold flux, it has been given at some distance Z, right? This Q at Z. So we need to find the total average. So this Z will vary up to how much? 0.8 meter, right? Okay. So you calculate it by yourself. Okay, so this may be tricky, but you will have to calculate very thoroughly. So I have done the calculation, so I am writing here, and the end what it comes, 1.784 divided by 0.8. so whole will be divided by Z, right? So that will come 2.23 megawatt per meter square. Okay guys, let us move to next question. In BOF steel making, 5 metric ton of lime containing 90 weight % CaO is used to refine 100 metric ton of hot metal containing 93.2 weight % iron. Okay, the slag produced during refining contains 40 weight % CaO and 22 weight % FeO. Neglecting material losses, the yield of Fe in percentage E. Okay, so here we have the liquid metal. Okay, so liquid metal how much? 100 metric ton, right? So 100 ton basically of hot metal. It contains 93.2 weight % iron, right? So after refining, it is producing slag, right? And slag contains 40 weight % CaO plus 22 weight % FeO, right? And in this, what we are putting, liquid metal, we are putting 5 metric ton of CO, and this CO contains 90 weight %. The purity of this CO is 90 weight %, right? Okay, so we are putting here CO in this hot metal, and this CO is getting reacted with whatever the oxide it has to produce a slag, and the total CO which is present in the slag is 40 weight %. Okay, so the complete CO is getting into the slag, right? So we'll do here, we need to find here first what is the amount of slag, right? So we'll do the mass conservation of CaO, because when we find the composition of slag or the amount of slag, then from that we will calculate amount of FeO, right? When we know the amount of slag, from there we can calculate amount of FeO, and from the amount of FeO, what is the Fe which is getting inside the slag, we can calculate. So that we will minus it with the amount of metal it contains in liquid metal. So that will give you the total amount of Fe which goes in the slag, so that is left. So that will ultimately give the yield. Okay, right? So we know that yield is Fe in liquid metal minus Fe in slag divided by Fe in liquid metal into 100, right? So this is yield. Yield basically gives the how much is the recovery. Okay, so we'll do first the CO balance. So here 90 weight %, 90 by 100 into 5 metric ton. So let it be in metric ton only, is equal to 40 weight percent. So 14 by 100 into, let be the amount of slag be x metric ton. That means x. So according to this calculation, 9 by 5, 9 into 5 by 4, x will be, so x will be 11.25 ton. Okay, so x is how much? 11.25 ton. So what is the amount of FeO? So amount of FeO, weight of FeO, weight of FeO will be how much? 22 weight percent. 22 by 100 into 11.25, right? So this is the weight of FeO. So what will be the weight of Fe? So if you take the molar fraction, 56 by 56 plus 12 to 22 by 100 to 11.25, right? So from this calculation you'll find that amount of Fe is 1.925, right? So this amount of Fe is in the slag, right? Now here the amount of weight of Fe in liquid metal is how much? 93.2 by 100 into 100 metric ton. This implies 93.2 metric ton, right? So yield will be how much? See, Fe in liquid. So Fe in liquid will be how much? 93.2. Fe in slag, it is how much? 1.925 divided by 93.2 into 100, right? So if you calculate it, then it will be 97.93. So yield is 97.93. That means 97.93 amount of Fe is basically present in liquid metal and the rest is getting inside the slag. Okay. So next question. In vacuum degassing of steel, 14 ppm of dissolved nitrogen is in equilibrium with 1 millibar of nitrogen gas at 1873 Kelvin. At the same temperature, if the pressure is lowered to 0.7 millibar, the equilibrium nitrogen content in ppm is. Okay. So this is a problem of Sievert's law, right? Sievert's law basically gives that the amount of dissolved gas is directly proportional to its partial pressure, right? So suppose this N2 is getting converted into 2N and N is dissolved here. So if we take the equilibrium constant, that means activity of nitrogen whole square Pn2. This implies activity of nitrogen Kpn2 by half, right? Activity of nitrogen is nothing but the amount of weight dissolved. So weight percent Kpn2 half, right? So if you look at the question, the first case, the weight percent, like the amount, it is given as 14 ppm, right? So 14 ppm with some value constant K it will be, and the partial pressure is 1 millibar. So let it be 1 millibar. The next case we need to find, right? So X equal to K and millibar, that means pressure, it has been changed to 0.7, right? The pressure has been lowered, right? So we'll take the ratio. So 14 by X equal to 1 by 0.7 power half, right? So this is a simple calculation. So from this, X will be how much? If you calculate, then x will be 11.71 and this will be in ppm, right? So this is your answer. So okay guys, thank you for being here. Please support our channel. We are working very hard to give you all contents related to GATE metallurgy. Thank you.